Hello, everyone and anyone. This is Ziyal, and I'm here to say, well, it's like I'm starting to rap. Thank you very much, 850 plus subscribers. This is a subscriber update and a thank you. I don't remember what the last time was. I am showing footage of Smite, and this is one of my defeats. Boo. This one was actually kind of vaguely close. Decide, I think that guy just told us we suck. But basically, when it comes to Smite, you got to take them when you can. And I decided not to. It was Jake and I playing this particular one, and here's some achievements to get. And I just wanted to show off the, like, oh, he's so sad. His name is Chuck, and he lost, and it's bad. And yeah, the next game that is coming up right about now is basically another good old loss. I'm just not very good at chalk, basically. But no, it was really more the fact that what happens is that you, in Smite, you get like these quests to use Mayan gods, use these gods, and I chose Mayan, and I wasn't having very good luck because my friend insisted on playing mage, so I was like, I have to go warrior each time, basically. So anyway, story goes, and we'll be switching over to a assault game where I just randomly got Cuckoo Clan, who is this wonderful dragon type creature. Well, this is what he looks like. Basically looks like a Zerg, and I actually have a good game here, so I'll let that play out in the background as I get back to business. So, once again, thank you. 850 subs. It's really grown. I'm trying to remember the last time I had one of these videos, what the number was at. I'm guessing it was around 700, maybe even 650. It's hard to recall, actually. Sometimes I don't put them in the title descriptions. It's like I can only listen to my voice for so long. You can only rewatch videos if you create them for so long. So anyway, this isn't just a thank you video. This is also a let's let people know what's going on with the channel type video. And in short, what's going on with the channel is it got taken over by Dark Souls 3 for a while. That's what happens. Hey, when it's a game that's highly anticipated by you yourself and everything, that's kind of the way it goes. For those interested in Dark Souls 3, the good news is I am planning on actually continuing in the New Game Plus, like I've mentioned, to the New Game Plus, and I've done a lot of work these last 2 days in trying to complete the checklist of things to do before you make it to New Game Plus, stuff so you don't miss out. Some of it I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be grinding out every single PvP and Covenant. I'll just let those happen where they may. I don't care, because it's just, that's too fickle. That's too much time waiting around going, I sure hope I'm summoned, that sort of thing. Plus, a lot of people have either stopped or whatever, but that's one of the things. So Dark Souls New Game Plus, that shall be happening the day this video comes out, probably the day afterwards. I'm just doing the finishing touches on the build. It's probably going to be a more dexterity, shieldless, with a lean more towards pyromancies, because I didn't use any of those. And probably dropping more into intelligence this time around to use some of the magic spells. So, yay for news on Dark Souls and the New Game Plus, because that will still be happening. It'll probably be happening in a more relaxed kind of atmosphere, more like I'll probably just kind of go through it, and for some reason I'm having a really hard time on certain stuff, I'll do more edits in terms of condensing the videos and not have them be as long, give more to the meat and potatoes, if you will, because the Dark Souls videos are fantastic. I love them, but they're also, oh my god, like I once had one that was like 3 hours long. I had to edit into about an hour and 20. And as you imagine, that's a lot of cuts, and it makes it so that there's less content for the channel, more work. So anyway, on the other front, Darkest Dungeon will be finished. There's work I have to do on it myself, in terms of the in-between stuff, but I'm really close finishing that one. That one's really just the fact that, quite frankly, real-life stuff kind of overwhelmed me for a little while. So I was like, I don't really want to play the game that's designed to psychologically stress me out. That's not really my bag, yo. Yeah, but that one's going to be finished up fairly soon. Speaking of games that I'm going to keep working on and I'm enjoying, Pillars of Eternity. It is fantastic and is wonderful. The White March Part 2 is what I'm on, and I'm back to business and trying to pump those out. That's what you've been seeing for the last several days. And those shall be happening on the regular, because I'd really like to, at the very least, finish up the White March part of the expansion. And then really, really hope that that setting that I heard that'll turn everything harder when you get back exists. Because at the moment it's like I'm level like 13 or something, and going back to stuff that's in Act 2, if you will, is like, wow, wicked easy. But I mean, there could be some kind of fun in that, just kind of, just rolling through it all, and showing more of the story stuff until I'm able to hopefully make the game harder. So Pillars of Eternity is going to continue. Darkest Dungeon will finish. Dark Souls 3 will be kind of going. What's new then, Doc? Well, I did a one-time video for Tasty. That was one that the developers came to me. That came out to me. That's got a different connotation. No, they came to me and they're like, "Hey, want to do the da?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's check it out." And I think the game is worthwhile and kind of worth a chance to play. It's one of those sort of things where I kind of want. It's kind of testing and seeing what people's views on it. So it's one of the sort of things in the comments below. These are the sort of videos where your voice gets heard. There wasn't really comments on Tasty. See, if I don't see any comments, sometimes I'm like, okay, people are being nice and liking the video, and such. But maybe they're like, yeah, it's a game. But I want to know if you guys want to see more of it. Leave a comment and tell me so. And to that end, the big things that are coming up. One, eventually, probably the next big title for sure is I'm probably going to want to do a playthrough on Deus Ex Mankind Divided, as much as the pre-order controversy is a bunch of BS and Square Enix kind of did whatever. I was such a fan of Deus Ex Human Revolution. I one of those people that had not actually played the original Deus Ex games, but I really enjoyed the mix of stealth and action, and they did a really good job of it. It's a very good game. And also to that end, when it comes to new things coming out, I did get the season pass for Fallout 4, so I might be revisiting Fallout 4, and specifically the whatever the new DLC that's coming out, which I believe may be May 19th, which will be fun because it'll be like, okay, I gotta find space in my hard drive for Fallout 4 again, because I straight up uninstalled because I was like, I got other things on the docket. So anyway, but Fallout 4's DLC, obviously when Dark Souls 3 is DLC, that's going to be something I'll be putting an effort into, putting out some more content for. Big game coming out in the future, and isn't like until August, and that's Mankind Divided for Deus Ex. It's one of those things I always screw up saying. Deus Ex, I think. One of them's, basically God in the machine, and when there's a hack ending where it just seems like, and then God came down and fixed everything because the characters in the show couldn't fix them for themselves. That's Deus Ex Machina, so I think it's Deus Ex. I think I'm mispronouncing it, so leave that in the comments below and please tell me which way to do it. And yes, some notable absences. Yes, Underrail, if I get around to finishing it, get around to finishing it. Truth is, I love that game. But it was one of those things that I had a few people who were hardcore watching it. Other than that, for the most part, it's like it was one of those things where I probably should have cut and run, but I enjoyed the game too much. I just kept playing it. In terms of stuff from a business side, I should have cut and run, if you will. But I enjoyed the game way too much. It's a game that's worth replay value and a lot of good stuff. But sometimes with these, the indie games that are smaller and such, you're gonna have to try them and move on if you don't have the audience for it. Because I'm trying to have the channel grow and trying to have this be, viable and all that sort of good sense. And beyond that, to that end, also, video quality is something that's I'm really concerned about when it comes to making these videos the best they can be. Some stuff is going to be limited by hardware, and therefore, with the wonderful announcements of the NVIDIA's 1080 and 1070, I am more than likely going to be throwing down the money for the 1080 and just knocking that out. Probably pretty much bankrupt me from my other job and things like that, and such, and whatever things go on there. But on the bright side of it is a lot of the problems that I'm currently having in terms of recording stuff is the fact that I'm currently rocking the 970, and that wonderful controversy of it saying it's 4 gigabytes but you only have 3.5 gigabytes accessible does actually have a little bit of an effect when it comes to running high resolution textures. And that's going to be solved by just having straight up better 8 gigabytes of RAM on the 1080. So that's something I'm planning on figuring out. I'm hoping to have it ASAP as soon as they're coming out. Who knows how that's gonna go, because that's trying to purchase things and a little bit of like, I don't know if there's gonna be a line, or oh my god, there's a run on demand. And yeah, I'm not usually an early adopter when it comes to like a graphics card sort of thing. It's like, nah man, wait for the 1080 Ti and all that sort of stuff. But this time around, it's enough of a leap from a 970 that yeah, it's just peachy to me. So I'm pretty happy about that. Plus, I use NVIDIA's recording software, Shadowplay, to do things. So I'm just keeping it in-house when I'm comfortable with. So yeah, that's kind of some of the good news. And that's going to help with some of the bigger titles. Because the bigger titles, I want them to run as smooth as they can and get a pure 60 FPS as much as possible. And I'll hopefully run into less of the weird game audio desync that happens. I.e., if I record for too long, it happens pretty quickly. So anyway, because it records, recording stuff, blah, 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 who cares? So, the big news is like, hey, going to be going for the bigger graphics cards, so things are going to look nice and pretty. Beyond that, New Game Plus for Dark Souls 3, finishing up Darkest Dungeon, Pillars of Eternity. And I think if we're talking about the way future, probably closer to, I think, December. I mean, we're talking in the future. Obviously, you guys know that I am soaking up every bit of information I possibly can for Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm extremely eager to check that one out, and that's something for fans of the channel. That's probably where I got the most of my subscribers from. It was kind of my big hit. And I want to let you know that, trust me, I will be coming out with that. And to that end, I don't know. Either I'll be making a buddy and trying to have the one game where I'm playing it by my lonesome, and then I'll have the one game, and perhaps I'll have another version where I'm playing with a friend. Because sometimes people prefer the whole, repartee, me talking with somebody else, yippee yippee. And sometimes people are like, no, I absolutely hate that. I'd rather just be one person's voice and not getting all garbled up by things. So, that's sort of things I'm thinking about. And to that end, anybody who's listening to this, if you are a content creator, if you are a content creator for YouTube and are kind of in the same boat as me, I'm just kind of saying someone who's working to kind of up their awareness, whatever, brand. I hate using these words, but it's what they are. Branding. I feel like I'm selling out, but I haven't told you guys how great Tasty is. I mean, I got the game for free, but no, to tell you the truth, I part of the joy of the actual getting the games is no copy provided by a publisher, but I was pretty merciless in the sense of like, yeah, it was some BS, or say something like that, because I feel like, it's part of the experience. But no, in all seriousness, if you're a content creator interested in collaboration sort of stuff, hit up the old Gmail. I'm looking to the business inquiries. I'm looking to definitely do some collaborations and kind of expand the brand, or just do that sort of thing to where things increase. Also, the other thing is, I don't know when the DLC for this is coming out, but I have an endless love for Sunless Sea. It's another indie game that I mean, since the channel was created, I've talked about it, and I'm probably going to just delete my save data and start fresh and just kind of live in the world of Sunless Sea for a while, because to this day, I am still playing Fallen London, the sister game that's associated with Fallen London, because it's their how do you call it? Browser-based game that's the world is Fallen London. Sunless Sea is you take away from Fallen London. Anyway, that's gonna happen sometime soon. It's really like kind of like waiting to pull the trigger on that particular one. Is like, the dream project, the pet project, so like where everything is kind of going a little smooth and I can relax, and then I can kind of enjoy that, because you want to enjoy obviously what you're doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Once again, thank you very much for 850 subs. Heck yeah, guys. I'm really excited for the future. I'm really excited about where the channel is going, and I hope you guys are excited too. I also would like to say, leave in the comments below your thoughts. Anything that's a game coming out that you think is something that'll suit me, let me know. And heck, you could even hit the business inquiry and send me a copy of the game if you're really that passionate about it. So anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and take care, y'all. Be well.